Hello, guys. How are you guys doing? Um, this is the first video. Um, I just want to discuss some things that, um, is very prevalent, especially going on social media too in today's age with technology having advanced and whatnot. Um, I know there's a lot of outrage in the media about, police brutality, social injustices. Um, you know, uh the whole thing too that's really blowing up still is the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. I respect Colin Kaepernick as a person for what he's doing. He's not just one of those people that's just going online and just spewing stuff um in regards to the in social injustices and the systematic racism. He's actually like going out and getting shit done, which I respect. What is really what's what's really frustrating um is that um a lot of people are sour bent, about a lot of the videos that are posted about, with police officers and whatnot. Um in no way, shape, or form am I trying to desensitize, the topic whatsoever. However, I noticed that a lot of people, are outraged, which is completely understandable. You have every right to be, but a lot of people let it affect them in a way where, like, they're like subconsciously, they subconsciously have anger or hate in their heart towards like police or white people because of a lot of the um things has it's targeting racism. And then you get your trolls, or you get liberals or conservatives that may speak and may not necessarily articulate themselves and their opinions of social injustices and police brutality and all other politic aspects. um what I can say is, it's insane to let it affect your daily lives like this. Of course, be cognitively aware, and if you're a person of color and you get pulled over by a cop, record it and all this and that, do the necessary things just in case. But I just think a lot of issues today, people focus too much on the big things instead of trying to tackle the small issues that are tangible. Like for instance, with police brutality and all of this other stuff, and the NFL blackballing Colin Kaepernick. The stuff is completely, it's so messed up. It's so wrong, in so many ways. But these are systematic things that are out of our control. What can you do? You know, you can protest. That's completely fine. Do that. But to completely go on tangents online, let this affect your daily life. Have a warped view on life and people in general. I see so many people on Facebook or Instagram posting things that may seem kind of prejudice or ignorant in regards to, like, white people or cops. And it's really sad because, I think the deep rooted issue, you know, with amongst a lot of us is fixing within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't make Colin Kaepernick, become signed to an NFL team, but we can change how we treat our fellow people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just starts with the small subtle things. Like, a lot of people just think, when I speak about that, it's in terms of donating or giving back, and it doesn't even necessarily need to be that extreme. It could just be something like opening the door for somebody, being nice to somebody, even if they're being rude to you, complimenting somebody, doing all these things. How can we fix the world and make it completely entirely better, and when we won't even start with that little small step? And I just think that changes can occur. Things can get better if people just focus on those small little subtle details. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are so outraged about Colin Kaepernick not having a starting quarterback job, and like, people in Somalia, they were starving for like months. There was a water drought. You know, all of that energy could have been invested in sending water bottles to those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just focusing on the wrong things, or things that we cannot control and change. The point of the matter is, like, it starts within. It starts small, and then it becomes gradual increase. But we got to start somewhere. So, I think the important thing that people need to be reminded of is, before we get to the big issues, let's tackle the smaller ones first, so that we can eventually jump ahead to those big issues when the time comes. you know yeah, but why fight hate with hate too? You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some ignorant ass people in the world. Why single out a whole entire group because of those ignorant ass people? Why say that you just freaking hate cops? Cops are shit, when there are some really good cops out there that actually dedicate and want to protect us, people of color, or protect citizens in general, and are not corrupt. Why hate white people when there are some amazing white people that respect us, fight for us, want the best for not just African Americans, but Asians, Mexicans, who understand white privilege is, it exists. You say these things, and you say these negative things because of how the media is portraying a certain group of people, African Americans, or Hispanics, and it doesn't make the situation better at all. You know what I'm saying? It can make it better. We can all unite if, like I said, if people start small. It starts with that small little change, fixing within ourselves. Yeah. So hopefully, people start to spread that, and then people get on board, just like how people are starting to, just the same way people got on board with social injustices, posting videos, letting things go viral, letting people know that, hey, racism is still pretty heavy in this world. In this world, the same way people did that, the same way we can go and spread how we can fix things when we start within ourselves, that change within ourselves, and that'll grow. Just the way the whole Black Lives Matter movement went, the whole, everybody being more politically cognitive, and aware socially about a lot of things. Just the same way, the standards and the concept for those same things that's going on, and how everybody's gotten on board. The same thing can happen for people who just want to change within themselves. It starts within ourselves, and we can make things better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just has to, it's a process. But I believe that we can make things better. Things in this world can get better. It may not be 100%, but things can get better. But it definitely starts within ourselves. So, that's all I wanted to say, guys.